There are countless of wholesaling guides out there on how to find cash buyers for your deals, but you shouldn't sell only to investors when there's a bigger market of people who are ready to buy your deals, and that you can increase your average assignment fee from $3K to $10K all the way up to $15,000 to $20,000. And that is exactly why I'm making this video, and I was gonna name it How to Find Cash Buyers 101, but I'm gonna change it to How to Find Buyers 101 in general, because what we want is to maximize how much we're making per deal. But before that, we have to understand the basics. And just so that you know, this is the exact same method that has helped me close over 300 real estate deals and how we make $100,000 to $200,000 a month. And this is going to cost you $0. By the end of this video, you have a real selling guide on how to maximize your deals. So let's get on with it. Now, the first one is completely free. And if you're asking how to find cash buyers, you may be in the wrong business. But the first one, it's Facebook group. Now, if you are doing wholesaling in your backyard, it's so simple as just typing in your market, investors club, or whatever. Just use your knowledge and common sense to try to find a group where the investors and buyers are hanging out. So if you're in Columbus, do Columbus Investors Club or Columbus Upmarket Deals. You can find these in your market. Just type the search the group, and then what I want you to do is to look over the previous post and see exactly who is commenting on the properties that other people and other wholesalers are listing. What you want is to reference back that person into the same group to see exactly what interest they have had on other groups or other deals. That way you know exactly that that person is actually buying. So scrape the Facebook group and see exactly who it is that it's buying, and then send them a cold DM and be like, hey, I saw that you're buying in this area. I'm wholesaling and we have deals available. Would you mind letting me know exactly what you're looking for and if you're buying deals right now? Everyone is going to say yes. I want you to give them a call and build that connection and that relationship. That way, whenever you do have something available, you have someone that you can sell it to. And by the way, if you want the complete guide on how to bring motivated sellers daily and the guide on how to sell them for max value to not just cash buyers, but retail buyers so that you can maximize your assignment fees, we have a link down in the description below. You can book a call, you can schedule a call with my team, and we're gonna go over the plan on how we're gonna help you scale and break down your business to see exactly how we can help you. So click on the link down below, and I look forward to speaking with you. Now, there's a caveat to selling to cash buyers because they have to run their numbers, they're gonna run the risk, they're gonna have the rehab numbers, their interest costs, all the things, and their profit. So you shouldn't only be selling to cash buyers because they're going to lowball you. And like I said, you want to make as much money as possible, but I'll leave that to the end. And I remember when I first started, I would go to meetups, I would go to any of the events that investors would have, and that got me my first couple of relationships. But I would see who it was that was buying the most amount of deals, and if they're buying deals, they are going to buy your deals as well, as long as you have a good deal. So focus on identifying who are the main buyers using the free methods like Facebook groups, and build a connection with them, build a relationship with them, and that way you're gonna have people in your buyers list that you can send your deals to. Now, if you are doing nationwide, things are going to change because there's softwares you can use like Investor Base, Investor Fuse, Investor Lift, where you plug the deal and then you're going to be able to find some buyers. But that is not a preferred way of doing it. It's more so relationship based, because if you don't understand and you don't know exactly who it is that that person is, and you can verify if they're actually doing deals, they can steal the deal from you, or you're going to waste a lot of time dealing with tire kickers. So after you build a connection, what I want you to do, I want you to call them. And if you can meet up with them, that would be great as well. That way you actually build a connection, because a lot of the people that are on the groups, you know, they get a lot of deals sent to them, but what you want is to be the first man that talks to them. So that is the easy way. Now, my preferred method is to using the MLS to display the deals. Now, the main thing that's going to change your acquisitions process, instead of saying that you're going to be the main buyer, you have to let them know, hey, we work with other investors, and sometimes if we don't close on the deal, some of our investors are going to. But as long as you preface it and you let them know that you have a marketing clause where you can market the deal to other investors, then that's okay, as long as you actually know how to do the dispo. Because if we put it on the MLS, on the market, we're going to be able to get not just only investors, but other people like a mom and pop that will buy 1 or 2 properties a year, and therefore their margin doesn't have to be as big as the flippers because they're not using any hard money, or they maybe just want it for a rental. So what they can pay in comparison to what the investor is going to pay is going to be way more. So what listing on the market allows you to do is to get a bigger pool of actual buyers that can buy the property. So we get, you know, maybe some investors that use agents, maybe someone that is going to live in the property and remodel it, maybe someone doesn't have it as a rental. And if you can use the MLS to find these buyers, you are not only going to build more relationships, but you're going to end up making way more money per deal. And it's super easy because like once you comp a property and you see that somebody else, remodeled the property and sold it with the agent, it's so easy as just calling the agent and be like, hey, I saw the investor flip this property. You guys already sold it. Is he looking for another one? That's so easy. Just leverage the agent. But my preferred way of doing it is to do either a novation or market it on the MLS because it's going to give you a bigger exposure. What I want you guys to not do is to only rely on investors that are going to give you low balls. You're going to be stuck making K to 10K deals when you can do the same work and make double that if you do this properly. Now, another strategy out there, if you're doing nationwide, you can go and buy a list from PropStream or any of these softwares, and you're going to find a ton of people that have bought or sold a property. And these people, you can usually like cold call them. But for me, that's very low leverage. My preferred other method would be to call the title company that you are working with or you have worked with in the area that you're wholesaling and ask them like, hey, would it be okay if you told me who is your biggest buyers? Because I have more deals that they can actually buy. And if you have a good escrow officer, it's going to let you know exactly who that is, right? So I often see people that overthink this and they don't know exactly how to do this, but it's like so easy and it's common sense. But if you let things like this stop you from getting a deal, or it's the reason why you're not wholesaling, I don't think you're going to make it in the business. But there's so many free ways of actually doing this, and don't let these little things stop you. So that is the complete guide. We don't have a long video today because it's so easy and simple to do this. Go on the Facebook groups. You can buy lists, call the title companies, or search for the MLS for buyers nearby. And fifth, if you can list your own deal on the market, you're going to end up having way more buyers for the same deal and make more money. So if you need help scaling your business and how to get motivated sellers daily and our exact same process of how we actually do this from A to Z, from getting the lead to making sure that it actually closes, I have a link down in the description down below so you can book a call with me and my team so that we can help you scale and plug in the marketing and plug in the sales and plug in the dispo so you finally get to your 20K a month, 50K a month, or 100K a month goal. So book a call and I'll speak with you soon.